Hey you guys, it's that time. Pick a story where in one of the decks or all of the decks could be a story or a message for you. So what I like to do is to hold each deck up to the camera for you to see if it's resonating with you, starting with deck number 1. Could your story or message be here in deck number 1? Or is it in deck number 2? Could your story or message be here in deck number 2? Or is it in deck number 3? Could your message or story be here in deck number 3? Alright, so I hope you guys have made your selection. And we will go ahead and begin with deck number 1. All right, we have Justice, Death, the Moon, the Fool, the Star, overall energy, 3 of Wands, the Hanged Man, and the Hierophant. Okay. So I feel like the overall energies seems like you guys were waiting on some sort of official announcement or some sort of decision. You may have applied to a job. You may have put in an application for something, a loan, anything. And I feel like you're, having to wait and see, the results. I feel like maybe your information is under review, and, just someone is going over your documents, and it's like your situation is on hold until further notice. I also feel like spiritually there are some things going on where you guys have been maybe trying to decide exactly where you are spiritually. I feel like certain things are going on. Maybe you've been holding on to some sort of spiritual beliefs, and now maybe you're starting to see things in a different light or from a different perspective, especially more so if you're more so religious or traditionalist. You might be having some sort of awakening. And I feel like your situation is getting ready to change or evolve in some way. You also may be having some sort of second thoughts in regards to school or education. So if you are in school, maybe you're thinking about, dropping out. Or maybe you're just thinking about changing your subject, not your subject, your major. And I just feel like you've got a lot to think about. Some of you also may be reconsidering a relationship and maybe feeling like you're not ready for the responsibility of a relationship. It just seems like you're thinking about a lot of things and trying to be open-minded, trying to see, where spirit is guiding you. And I feel like you've been debating or going back and forth on some things. I do feel that there is some sort of contract or an agreement that is coming to an end. I feel like a decision might end up being a no. Yeah, I feel like something's going to be a no, some sort of decline. And I will say, though, that if a decision is no, that there's something out there that's better for you. I feel like, either you just needed to learn something from this situation and the lesson is over. I feel like if you had to remove certain things out of your life, is to make room for, what's to come. But I feel like, the universe is looking out for you. You definitely seem to be having to start over. And it's like you are getting ready to go on some sort of new journey, a journey you've never experienced before. And I feel like you're letting go. You may have been holding on to old beliefs. Old beliefs could have been preventing you from, I don't know, moving forward. And I just feel like now you're ready to let go of those beliefs and kind of detach and step into your own self. I feel like you also may be doing some sort of self-discovery. I also feel like maybe there is some sort of unconditional love. Like maybe you are either giving unconditional love or receiving it. Now, whatever is coming to an end, I do feel that it's going to make you emotional. I feel like, you're upset or dealing with some sort of mourning. And it could be that a decision was made to get a divorce, a decision was made to break up, a decision was made to let you go. So I feel like initially you are going to be emotional about something that comes to an end. You also may be doing a lot of releasing or letting go of some sort of energy, especially with the upcoming full moon. I feel like maybe you're letting things go. I am getting like energies of, loneliness and like searching for meaning. You might be feeling like you don't belong here. Some of you look like you are longing to be with the stars. You're like, I don't belong here. I want to, be out in the universe, or, you're just anticipating letting go of Earth. Now, I will say, if you are having those type of thoughts, I hope, first of all, if it's really serious, that you get help. There is a suicide prevention hotline number posted in the comment box below, description box. And also, if you are just more so having a moment, just remember that, life is a stage. We're here to experience certain things. Try to look at it from that perspective. There is a reason why you came here. And if you feel like you're tired of learning lessons, or, just you're having like these sad thoughts, just remember that maybe it's not even supposed to be lessons. It could just be some sort of experience that you needed to have. You've never experienced certain things and you came here to Earth just for that. Now also, if this is not your energy, it definitely can be the energy of someone around you. There may be someone who's longing for you, that hasn't heard from you, that misses you, someone that you just no longer deal with. You've ended things with this person, but yet they're still hoping to hear from you. So yeah, I feel like for some of you, it may be an emotional week. You also may be sharing a lot of what you're going through with other people, whether it's on social media or just like talking to people that are around you, people at work, just anybody who will listen, really. And it's almost like you're venting. I do feel that a lot of times when you share your experiences, you don't realize that you're actually helping someone that may be going through something similar. So I do feel like it's meant for you to share, to be vulnerable, to open up to others. If someone ghosted you, I feel like ultimately it'll be explained why. I feel like if it doesn't come from them, maybe it's going to be revealed in a dream, or maybe you get word from someone else, or maybe you see something on the internet, something that they posted that explains like why they ghosted you. So now for some of you, it could be something that's it's not personal. Let's say you had just started getting to know someone, and then all of a sudden they ghosted you, they disappeared. It could just be because that person suffers from PTSD, they're depressed, or something is just going on in their lives where they're mourning and they can't focus on a relationship like they thought they could. It also could be a good time for you to, well, it's basically the same thing, to be there for them, just to listen, just to allow someone to pour their heart out. If you aren't the one doing it, is still, helpful. But it does seem like there are some pretty significant things happening in your lives. You've got five, oh no, you've got six, seven. You got seven major arcana out. Yeah. So there's some pretty important things happening. Pay attention to, certain things that are happening in your life. You may be at some sort of a turning point in your life. Your life may be getting ready to shift or go in a different direction. It does seem like maybe there is some sort of major change coming up for you, where you're going to end up going through some sort of transformation. And it does look like it's not easy, but you'll come out of it, whatever this is. You also could be dealing with a Taurus, Libra, Scorpio, Pisces, or an Aquarius, or someone that at least has these placements. If you were concerned about some sort of court case, I actually get a different type of answer. I feel like some sort of case is going to be dropped, or charges would be dropped. So something is just indicating that you've got an important decision to make, and this decision shouldn't be rushed into, whether it's to leave a situation or to stay in one or to move forward with something. I feel like you should still take your time in making this decision. It still seems like either way something is ending. It could be that you're needing to prioritize some things. I am kind of concerned about someone's mental health. I see some sort of procrastination, and I feel like maybe it's time for you to, well, the time is getting closer for you to go ahead and make that decision, but I feel like you've already been procrastinating on something. It could be too, like I was just saying, don't rush, but at the same time, I'm saying like maybe time is running out. Time is almost up, and either way, a decision might be made for you. If you were going to go into business with somebody, it may be that you decide that you're not going to do that. The other thing I'm getting is if you know there's been some sort of arguing or disagreements, someone is ready to bury the hatchet. If someone's been holding on to some sort of grudge. I feel like maybe the past has been haunting you. Spiritually, there may be some sort of spirit around you, and maybe you feel the energy of that spirit. I feel that something may be a dead end. Maybe something has gone on long enough. You may have just been in some sort of temporary contract or soul agreement with someone. Like maybe you cross paths with someone who you weren't meant to have like a long encounter with. Just a brief encounter that somehow impacted you. Yeah, it may be something that was only meant to be brief. You may feel overwhelmed when it comes to a fire sign, or maybe this person gives you anxiety, or maybe you give them anxiety. It seems like there's been some sort of confusion, maybe in regards to how someone feels about you. There's also been some sort of secrets. Someone's been keeping secrets. But I feel that whatever someone has been keeping secret is going to be revealed to you. If it's not you, someone has been dealing with a lot of anxiety. Someone also may have been diagnosed with something. And maybe, you know, this diagnosis, if it was you, you know, it just had you just feeling some type of way and not understanding and just needing to relax and let it sink in, let it process whatever it is that the doctor told you or said. Even if this is some sort of diagnosis, I feel like something is manageable. Someone also maybe just feels like at a loss. Someone's feeling at a loss because of some sort of news or information that may come out, or will, if it hasn't come out already, it may cause you to feel kind of lost. I do feel like your faith is going to be restored though. Because a lot of things that you might be afraid of or having anxiety about is just an illusion. Like something is not as bad as what you thought it was. Okay, you guys may be needing to deal with, your fears about change, your fears about literal death. Like something's going on where you just kind of feel like life is too short and you're like, I need to do this, or I want to live my best life. Like, because of something that someone else is going through or dealing with might impact you profoundly and make you really just want to not care anymore. It's like, I don't care what people think, or I don't care about this, that, and the other. I just want to live. I just want to do this and that and experience this and that. So I kind of feel like maybe this is more so about something that's happening around you that makes you feel more grateful for your situation. I feel like somebody also might let go of their living situation. Like there's some sort of changes coming. And I just kind of feel like someone is like, I don't care about this. Like I don't have to be here anymore. I was holding on to this and I could just find something else. I can move, I can relocate. I can move in with family. Like something's going on where maybe there's this, I don't know, this detachment with your foundation. Like what you thought gave you security. You're like, home is where you make it type energy. Again, something could be going on where maybe someone is coming to you because they need a place to stay or something. They need help. And maybe you're the one that's there to offer this help. You're like, I can help you. Because I do see like generosity. If you were in a long distance relationship, either you are ending it because it was just too much, or one of you has decided to relocate where your love interest is, to be closer together. It's like, okay, this is a big deal. This means that I have to give up or uproot my life for you. So someone may be getting ready to make some sort of sacrifice to be together. And even though part of this reading does honestly seem kind of doom and gloom, I feel like the outcome is the exciting part. That's I feel like it's always saying that things are going to be fine. Like, just go through it and, we've got your back. Okay, I'm also getting some sort of unusual love energies where it's like maybe someone is crying out for help, or someone is like sending you an SOS. There's something going on with somebody at a distance. I feel like they're calling out to you. you guys are tapped into each other's energies and something's confusing. I don't know if mixed signals are being sent between two people. It also could be that you had a dream or premonition, or you feel like this person has been visiting you in dreams. And then I almost feel like someone took some sort of action towards you and they're just kind of waiting for you to respond, or vice versa. It's like, are they going to respond? Something still seems up in the air, or something needs to be cleared up. There's some sort of confusion. I feel like someone also maybe has something to share with you, but they're worried that they're going to be judged, or this is how you feel. There's something that you really want to share with someone, but at the same time, you don't want to be judged. And you might be, I feel like you might test the waters before disclosing some sort of information to see how someone's going to react. It's like you're, I don't know, kind of spoon feeding someone, or they're doing this to you. Like, it's like, okay, I'm gonna give them a little bit of this, stand back and see what their reaction is gonna be. Then I'm gonna tell them this and see what happens. So yeah, I kind of feel like someone's gonna be spoon feeding a little information, just to see how you feel. And if you seem to be okay or supportive of whatever this information is, then they know they can trust you or put their trust into you. And it doesn't just have to be a love situation. It might be anything. All right, so let's go on to deck number 2. We have Strength, 8 of Cups, 10 of Cups, 3 of Wands, the Moon, overall energy, 10 of Wands, 4 of Cups, and 7 of Cups. Okay, so kind of some similar energies coming out. I feel like someone is overwhelmed. There's a lot that you've been trying to think about or sort out. You may have to be cautious of some sort of decision you make, especially financially. Maybe your money is funny. And I feel like you're also wanting to figure something out on your own. I feel like you don't want to listen to anybody, or you don't want any help, or something might be going in one ear out the other, or falling on deaf ears. Like someone is trying to say something to you, but you didn't even hear it. Like it went right over your head. Your mind or your emotions are so heavy somewhere else that you're not noticing something going on. You're not paying attention. Health-wise, something may be going on with your body where your body's trying to tell you that you need more water or something, but you're not listening. There may be some sort of malnutrition going on health-wise. Or maybe your body is trying to tell you that you need, some sort of vitamins. But I feel like you're ignoring your intuition. I feel like you're going to be deep in thought, and to the point where you're thinking too much. I feel like you also are doing too much, or maybe you feel like you bit off more than you could chew. I feel like you need help, but you don't want to ask for any. And it seems like you just don't have enough time, or the time flies by. You're running out of time for something. You might have, several deadlines, work-related deadlines, and you haven't done anything, or you feel like you're not anywhere near finished. And you're like, how can I create more time? Like, I don't have any more time. So it just seems like you are overwhelmed. And then you also may feel super passionate about whatever it is that you're doing. And maybe you're feeling like you want to challenge yourself. So this may be another reason why you aren't directly asking for help or declining help. It looks to like you're nearing the end of a situation, and I feel like if things start to get worse, that's because the situation's getting ready to change. Things can't get any worse than what they are. You may feel like you're at your lowest, or like you might feel like you want to give up in regards to something. You're like, I just want to throw my hands up. I'm about to quit any minute. And I kind of feel like Spirit is encouraging you to hold on. The end is near, of this difficult situation that you might feel that you're in. And also, there's an indication that you are strong enough to deal with whatever it is that you're dealing with. You also have a lot of emotional things that may be happening within the next week or so. Just, I don't know, you might be concerned about your age. You might be concerned about someone around you and their age. Something about elderly seems significant, or homeless people. Like maybe you're really concerned about people who need help, and you're like, everybody needs help and I can't be there. I can't be there for everybody. It's like you're really like stressing, maybe because you can't help somebody, or because you said you would help but then realized it's a bit much. And it almost looks like you're trying to do something nice. You're trying to, look out for somebody. And then this person brings, several more people to help. And you're like, I said I could help you. I didn't say I could help everybody else. So, and then especially too, like family. You might be dealing with a lot of family, heavy family emotions this week. I am concerned again about someone looking for a place to stay, or looking for a new home. You might be really unhappy about your living environment. Maybe there's a lot going on around you. Maybe your neighborhood is just stressful. Something's going on where it's stressful. Maybe your commute to work is too far. And it just seems like you are sad about your living situation, or the conditions that you're in right now. And it definitely seems like you just need help. And you're like, how much longer, do I have to keep doing this on my own? Now, it's making me think of too, when you know how you're always praying, God, give me the strength. And then you start to say, okay, well, you asked for strength. I'm making you strong. I'm putting the worst things in your life right now to make you stronger. It's like, ooh, maybe I need to reword that prayer. You know, so something's going on where maybe you do need to pay attention to what it is that you're manifesting. What are you speaking into existence? Or how can you change your perspective just to make your surroundings better? Something might seem like a dream or unbelievable. You're like, I can't believe this is happening. Yeah, I'm concerned about someone dealing with their state of mind. Someone doesn't seem to be in their right state of mind. Like someone isn't bathing or cleaning up or taking care of themselves because they're overwhelmed. And I just see the moon in, you know, several of these images. And I really feel like the moon is maybe bringing forth a lot of heavy emotions. You're starting to deal with a lot of this, and this might not even be a thing, but I'm hearing like moon karma. It's like emotional karma, things that have been stored emotionally from previous lifetimes. Something's deep. Something really deep is awakening. And it's not like punishment. It's just like you've been ignoring these emotions for many lives, and every lifetime about this time it catches up to you. Now what are you going to do about it? So you may have been putting something off for many lifetimes. Like this is some serious procrastinating. And then it looks too like maybe there is, you know, feelings of like missing out on life or children or family, and just feeling lonely, or like you're having a pity party. Again, if this is not you, somebody around you is really stressing and feeling like life is moving on without them and they can't keep up. I feel like somebody is trying to keep a smile on their face, but they are like a wreck inside. You know, I don't know. I feel maybe someone's reflecting too much on the past. And I'm so sorry for those of you that might be having any type of fertility issues. Like maybe someone's dream was to always be a mother or a parent, and it's like getting told news that, you know, something's wrong. Matter of fact, that almost makes me think about deck number 1. Like, I don't know if the doctor is delivering some sort of fertility news, and it's just like, it's heartbreaking. You know, I can't sugarcoat it. Like, something doesn't seem good, but I do feel like something is for the best, or there's something that's going to give you hope. So I don't want to say like, oh, well, you know, there's always adoption, or you can open a foster care. When somebody is like, no, but I want my own child. I mean, it might still be something that can be done. It's like, there's a possibility. There is something that at least gives you hope. And even if it is nothing that can be done except adoption or something, I feel like ultimately you would start to feel like, you know what? What's wrong with adopting? Bring me a baby. Give me a baby that someone gave up. You know, it's like maybe your whole perspective changes and you decide it might be a wonderful idea to share your home with someone who doesn't have one. You guys might be feeling extremely compassionate. I really feel like you are starting to think about how you can make a difference. You also may be very bored with life or your situation, and Maybe again, it's just like driving you crazy because you haven't found some sort of solution, or you feel like it's only one you. You might really see something where you just feel like, what can I do to help? Like, you know, you see one homeless person and you help them, and then you just start bawling because you're like, what about all the other people out there on the street? I ain't gonna lie, that's a like sensitive spot for me. It's just, I don't know, something about thinking about somebody doesn't have a home to go to. That's like, ugh. So I feel like somebody wants to be your rock. Somebody wants to be your strength, or someone is being put into your life to be that person. I do feel like you're connecting with a soulmate. Maybe someone's coming into your life to be your encouragement. Or maybe this is the purpose why someone came into your life, but it seems like maybe you're fighting it, or you're like, no, I don't need any help. I could do something all by myself. And the universe is like, but we got this person for you. Even if it's just a good friend. Those of you that have been concerned about, you know, your love life and wondering if you have a soulmate or are they out there, I do feel like they're out there. I feel like somebody does not have courage to come forward. Someone is dealing with a lot of insecurities, even if they're not normally an insecure person. I feel like for whatever reason, they feel that way around you, or vice versa. There's someone that, you know, you're like, man, I can't be with them, or, you know, you're just having like all these negative thoughts. And I feel like you need to have confidence or courage. You also might see someone that has less than you, and you suddenly kind of feel like, you know what, I could be that person, or that could be my life. So, you know, let me try and be more grateful. Okay, so I'm starting to see like love messages coming out, and you may have moved on from someone, but it didn't stop you from missing them, or vice versa. And it seems like you're trying to heal. And it seems like maybe you feel ignored, or maybe someone feels like you ignored them, or you're moving on from them. They're like, they're moving on from me. I see the home situation too is something that's happening so quickly. And it's like, oh my God, I need to stabilize this situation. Everything's out of control. And I feel like you are trying to make the best out of something that just starts happening very quickly. Especially about your living situation. I almost feel like you gotta like think fast. You gotta make executive decisions about some things. You also might need to release some sort of energy that's lingering, and make sure to open your windows to let that energy out if you're saging. I don't know if someone is nervous about you meeting their family or vice versa. Someone is concerned about their family or their image, especially when it comes to like relationships. I feel like someone is also just confused. Someone keeps changing their mind, going back and forth. It's like, do you want a relationship or don't you? Do you want to work this out or don't you? Someone keeps starting and then stopping and saying, forget it. I feel like somebody keeps giving up in the middle of something. It's like you are halfway finished, or you're like, yeah, it's like you're halfway there, and then in the middle of whatever it is that you're doing, headed towards, you stop and turn back around. Also, if there is another person involved, it may be that you guys both keep taking turns doing this. One minute you feel encouraged and you're like, you know what, I'm ready to be in a relationship. I'm going to go towards this person. You change your mind. Then they're like, you know what, I want to be with them. And they stop and they change their mind. It's just a lot of back and forth. Again, I'm getting a situation is something's going on with someone's mom or a baby's mom or mother figure. I see a relationship that also could be a facade. Someone is extremely unhappy in their relationship, and I feel like something is more obligation than desire. You could have come into someone's life and like gave them some sort of awakening where they realize that they're not happy, or this happened to you. It does seem like maybe someone was some sort of a catalyst to make them realize that the life they were living was a lie, or their life is a facade. Yeah. And I feel like someone is tired of trying to keep up with some sort of false image. They're like, I can't keep this going. This is like too much. Yeah, someone is just trying to pretend like everything's okay, and it's not. I feel like there may be an earth sign who is contemplating their next move, or strategizing in a sense, or just waiting for the right circumstances to come forward. You may have had a premonition about something that's getting ready to play out. I almost feel like it's like you noticed something kind of last minute. Like just as you were about to give up, like you notice the universe is waving at you and you're like, oh, I didn't think that was happening, or I didn't think this was possible. And I feel like you're going to see something last minute that gives you hope and inspires you. I don't know why I keep getting something about someone's mother being involved, but in a helpful way. I feel like somebody's mother is trying to bring two people together. If it's not a mother, a female energy. I feel like there's going to be some sort of phone conversation. Okay, I was getting something about a collie, but it could be any dog. Um, Something may be going on with someone's dog. I don't know if someone lost their dog and they're sick about it. Mm, And then again, I'm getting something about someone dealing with a lot of heavy emotions, or maybe someone is bringing their emotional traumas to you, just needing to talk or something. Um, okay. Something could be going on in regards to a fire sign. Mm, Fire and earth. Heavy earth coming out. Okay. So for some of you, you may be like, there may be someone that is keeping tabs on you, but not just them, but their closest friends or family members. And I feel that maybe they're just very protective of this person. And so they're just always looking out, or they just want to be involved. Or maybe they are sending messages or communicating for this person. And I don't know why that is. I know that sounds weird, but I don't know what this situation is where other people seem to be speaking on behalf of someone else. It also could be several people around you that is just, if you're an empath, you got too many energies around you, and you may need to protect your space or cleanse your energy or set boundaries with certain people. I feel like you might be dealing with a lot of emotional distraught people this week. So especially too, if you work at a hospital, or if you are a therapist, counselor, reader, I feel that unless a lot of heavy energies around you this week. Something about this upcoming full moon I feel like is going to be overwhelming, which sucks because that last full moon was horrible. I felt everything. All right, so let's move on to deck number 3. We have the Queen of Pentacles, Judgment, 5 of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, the World, overall energy, the Magician, King of Swords, and 4 of Cups. All right, and before I forget, this is the Phantom Tarot, I believe. Okay, and I forgot the name of that other one. Y'all gotta find a box before y'all come in them comments. like I don't remember. Leave me alone. Okay, but the overall energy, I feel like there is something that you're really trying to manifest. You might be trying to manifest communication. You may be trying to manifest money. It also could be that someone is trying to establish communication with you, but they're doing it indirectly. Either you are ignoring someone or someone's ignoring you. And I feel like someone is just like trying to get your attention. Career-wise, I feel like you have multiple talents, but maybe you're not using or utilizing all the talents that you have. I feel like you could be making more money. I do feel like there's going to be like an opportunity for you to make some money, some sort of financial opportunity. However, I feel like you're going to turn it down. But then I see another one coming up for you, and I feel like you're going to run with that one. You could be dealing with an air sign, earth sign. Yeah, it could be either of the two. Could be any sign, but those are the ones standing out. And something's happening where I do feel like you're going to have some sort of closure, or you are going to get an opportunity to let go or move on from a situation, especially if you are needing like confirmation or you need physical proof of something. Once you get that, you're like, okay, I can let that go. I can move on. I can focus on something else now. Either you are ignoring someone's call or they're ignoring you. It still seems to be a lack of communication, or I feel like someone is feeling undervalued, unappreciated. If you're in a relationship, I feel that your needs are unfulfilled. Or maybe your partner is feeling like they are not able to give you what you need. They feel inadequate in some way. Seems too like maybe you're going to go on a trip even though you can't really afford it. Seems like you're like, I just need to go on this trip. I need to get away, or I need to do this. So you might be spending money that you don't have, or spending money as soon as you get it. It does look like you may end up paying something off, or there could be some sort of debt forgiveness, or maybe something's going to be removed from your credit report. I'm getting blocked energy. I don't know, maybe someone's blocked you or vice versa. I feel like someone is not wanting to be bothered, wants to be left alone. It feels like someone keeps trying to get your attention. And there is a situation that needs to be, a past situation that needs to be addressed. So again, I'm getting a message of like procrastination and needing to finish where you left off, or finish something that you started, or, you know, closure is needed. Kind of feels like maybe you are not on speaking terms with someone, or you guys are both just being very guarded towards each other. There definitely could be some miscommunication. I feel like someone is being petty and refuses to let you know that they like you, and vice versa. I feel like both parties are being petty with each other and intentionally ignoring each other when it doesn't have to be that way. Eventually, I do feel like someone's guards are going to come down, or it seems like outside forces are going to bring on a conversation that needs to be had. Like, if you have been trying to avoid somebody, you might run into this person out of all places, just someplace very unusual. And it's like, what are you doing here? If you want to apply that to online, something might be like 6 degrees of separation, and turns out that you see their comment under your friend's picture and you're like, what? How do you all know each other? Like, something unusual is happening to bring two people together, to have some sort of closure or to move forward. This also seems like if it's not a love situation, you still end up finding what you need in an unusual way, like a job or finances, some sort of help. It finds you. Some of you may be ignoring your calling as something that you're supposed to be doing, and you're ignoring that. You might be putting too much energy into a 9-to-5 where maybe you're supposed to be, you know, developing your own business plan or ideas. Career-wise, it looks like somebody is deciding to not answer or go into work. It also may feel like you're being watched intensely, like you know somebody is watching you, but you're ignoring them, especially if this is at work. You're like, I know they're trying to strike up a conversation with me. I'm just going to ignore them or go the other way. Again, with the clarifier, seems like something starts off being distant and ends up bringing two people together. I feel like some sort of agreement, like you need to reach some sort of agreement, or there may be some paperwork that you started and didn't finish. I feel like you need to finish any paperwork, something that's important, send it off. Someone also may be waiting for your RSVP. Seems like you're being invited to something. I do feel too like you may have thought something was dead and gone or over with, and then turns out that it's not. So a friendship may be resuscitated, or a relationship, or you finally hear from, you know, some job or application that you filled out. I feel like somebody just keeps ignoring your calls or sending you to voicemail, or you keep doing this to somebody. Seems like someone has a lot of pride about something. Pride might be in a way of you obtaining something that you really want, or vice versa. I feel too like if you already have your own business, something's going on with one of your clients where maybe you're having a hard time keeping things professional, or they are. I feel like there's someone that's also covering up their true intentions. I feel like someone does not want to seem vulnerable or emotional. They're hiding something. They're only showing you a side of them, a partial side of them. I feel like someone only wants to reveal things at their own time. Even if a secret comes out or the truth comes out about someone's feelings for you, it still seems like you would think, okay, well, now that it's all out in the open, maybe we can get to know one another, and maybe we can blah, blah, blah. I feel like somebody is going to go back into hiding. Someone is still having a hard time leaving their comfort zone. If there's something that you're waiting for a new beginning for, it may not happen till Libra season, but that's right around the corner. I feel like something has to be in alignment with nature. How things normally run, how the things run its course in nature. So, I don't know, it's like your life is in alignment with the planets. And I feel like that's another reason why it's always important to, you know, at least learn the basics of astrology. I feel like maybe someone also wants to leave behind a legacy. I'm getting several messages. I'm getting something in regards to someone's ancestors, looking over them, or, yeah, kind of like looking down. I also see some sort of family trip or family vacation being planned. If somebody can't afford their part or their portion, you might end up paying for it, or vice versa. Someone helps you pay for your portion so that you can go with everybody, so you don't have to feel left out. Something also is coming off as closure and moving on. You could be moving on from several people who have come into your life and just finally having some sort of closure with these people. I feel like something in regards to the outcome of your story has to do with closing chapters with people. Yeah. All right, so hopefully these messages have helped, but feel free to leave your feedback. Thank you guys for watching. Sending love and grace.